What we're going to be doing is what's called graduated exposure. What that involves is basically putting yourself in a situation where the thing you're afraid of is there, and repeating it. And repeated exposure helps us learn, and this is, again, as I say, it's an automatic process, that the thing that we are actually frightened of is not nearly so dangerous as we think it is. So we've got a little graph here which shows, if you look at that, that's how anxious a person is, and this is what happens over time. And if you watch what happens the first time you're in a situation, so dog appears, whoosh, your anxiety goes up. And if you hang around it, gradually it will go down, just naturally by itself, without you needing to do anything. The second time you do it, you'll get this. The anxiety will go up again, but not as high. And then again, gradually, it will go down as long as you stay in the situation. The third time, less again. The fourth time, less again. The fifth time. And that's the reason for doing repeated exposure, is so that eventually what happens, you're in the situation with a dog and you just get a bit of a, ooh, but nothing much. And that will just happen naturally simply by doing something again and again. Okay. This is a quick guide on how to do exposure right. Okay. The first thing to do is to check your anxiety level as you go along, because as you can see on that graph, anxiety is something, it's not just there or not there, it's more or it's less. So you need to keep a bit of an eye at how anxious am I feeling. Okay. Start small, so start with things that you think are going to be pretty easy, because then the worst that happens is you think, well, actually this is too easy, it's a bit boring, I'll go on to something a bit more difficult. So always start small, don't set yourself something that's too difficult. And build it up gradually. So once you feel confident with a small thing, go on to something slightly more difficult, and then slightly more difficult again, and build it up gradually. Very important thing is you need to make it scary enough for it to work. So for example, if we've got the video of dogs next door, if you know for sure that watching dogs in a film is going to have no effect whatsoever, then